Good morning. I'm Paul Surapine, founding executive and artistic director of Claflin Hill Symphony Orchestra. I'm here in the office like I am pretty much every morning at 8 a.m. going about the business of Claflin Hill. A lot of people probably might think, what do I do during the day in preparation for giving concerts and performing? And probably imagine I'm sitting in here shadow conducting to the walls, listening to music, but that's actually totally not the case. I'm like every other small businessman, come in every day at the crack of dawn to monitor our fiscal situation with our company, to make sure that we're continuing to be viable and solvent, and I can pay my bills today and pay the musicians and work toward the future. It's only really at the last kind of 10% of any day of my life that I actually get around to the business of performing music or conducting it, but it seemed to work so far for 25 years. I hope you've all been enjoying our retrospective email campaign this last 25 days as we near the end of our 25th anniversary season. Special thanks to Bernadette Stockwell for all the work that she has done in putting those together. Bernadette is kind of the Rafiki, to use a line from The Lion King, of Claflin Hill. We could always have built the orchestra that we have built, an amazing world-class symphony orchestra right in the heart of our little community. But without the storyteller, nobody would have known about it. It was a great year at Claflin Hill, our 25th anniversary season. From an artistic point of view, it was truly heroic, triumphant, and amazing. There were a lot of good things about it. More people than ever have found Claflin Hill. Our ticket sale revenue went up to the highest point since before the pandemic shutdown. And there were a lot of good things that indicate growth for the future as we step off into the next 25 years of Claflin Hill. Today I'm in my office, as everyone else is, getting ready to celebrate kind of the beginning of the 250th celebration of the founding of America in this coming year, starting from this point on. And we have an amazing slate of concerts about to explode. Our Family Night the Bandstand series is going to kick off on July 8th. That will be the 30th anniversary of Family Night the Bandstand. It actually started before the orchestra did. And it was dedicated to the preservation of the Milford Concert Band, which had been in existence for 50 years before I came on the scene, and to keep that going, out of which grew Claflin Hill Symphony Orchestra. We've actually already started our summer season. Last week we gave a performance at Southwick Zoo as part of their 60th anniversary celebration of the zoo. It was an amazing concert, a lot of fun. It's going to become an annual event with Claflin Hill visiting the zoo every summer. Next week we'll be at Daniel's Farm with a Independence Day concert on Sunday, July 6th, kicking off the celebration of our nation's independence. And following that, we'll be in Medway to help celebrate Medway Day. Before we even open as the Claflin Hill Symphony Summer Winds at our home venue at the newly renovated Milford Town Park, we'll already have performed 3 different concerts in communities around the area. So it's going to be an amazing summer. Family Night the Bandstand kicks off with Shannon Jackman on July 8th. And we're looking forward to just an amazing, exciting celebration of music and community throughout this coming summer as we get ready to go into the 26th season of Claflin Hill Symphony Orchestra. This season had its challenges. It wasn't the kind of 25th anniversary birthday party we had thought we were going to have. But we had some long simmering fiscal challenges that came to a boil in the midst of our 25th season, which made us have to cancel a concert. That inspired our Legacy 25 campaign, which has brought us almost to the point right now of solvency. Today, as we are about to close out our fiscal year on June 30th, we're at the cusp of a hallmark point. We could end fiscally solvent and slightly in the black on June 30th with your help. We're that close. We're barely $5,000 away. We've been sending out emails throughout the past month, revisiting the triumphs and the amazing moments that have been Claflin Hill throughout the past 25 years. In a sense, although we didn't want to have to face that challenge in the middle of our birthday party season, in retrospect, several months after, you can almost realize it was necessary to go through that in order to get the message out to our Claflin Hill family, our Claflin Hill audience, about the urgency of the need and that a thing like Claflin Hill is never a done deal. It's never totally safe and we can move on to other things. It requires constant vigilance every day, every month, every year, constantly. It's never going to be safe. It requires our constant attention, just like raising your kids. You're never done being a parent. And the response from that brought out the sense of how important Claflin Hill is to our community, and that they responded to the need and the challenge and brought us to this point. It is our challenge now to move forward from this into the next 25 years on a solid footing. And from there, we can grow this beyond anything that we ever imagined. Who would have thought that Claflin Hill Symphony Orchestra could come to life in a relatively small community in the suburbs? But just like the story we told a couple weeks ago about Colonel Henry Higginson, the founder of the Boston Symphony Orchestra in 1881, why not? Why shouldn't great culture exist everywhere in every community if you have the means and the people to do it? During the course of my lifetime, while I've been the founder of Claflin Hill and a musician that has been working to be a musician all of my life instead of having to do something else, I've had a number of different side hobbies, like all of us do in our private lives. Gardening has been a big one. Gardening is never done either. You can never stop weeding the garden. You can never stop taking care of your plants. You let it go for a couple of weeks and your garden's going to be in trouble. And the future of your garden will be in trouble. The other thing I enjoy doing is boating. A lot of people know I have a tiny little boat. I like to go out on lakes and relax on the water. I've always felt at my best when I'm near water. Navigating a boat is like running a symphony orchestra. You're always driving your boat through unfamiliar waters. You have to be cognizant of shoals that you might come across or the weather. There's all sorts of things that you have to be paying attention to as a boater to make sure your boat continues to stay afloat and be safe, and everyone comes home safely. I think of the USS Yorktown prior to the Battle of Midway, took a couple of bomb hits and torpedoes in the Battle of the Coral Sea, limped home to Pearl Harbor, and they finally got it righted, a 6 months repair job in 2 days, and they sent it back out to the Battle of Midway, where it was crucial and incremental to that victory. We've been driving our Claflin Hill Symphony boat for the last 25 years, a long time, with listing to port with a couple of torpedo hits in the side. We've just about got it righted, and we're ready to steam on into the future. Today, as I sit here in my office, checking our accounts, our profit and loss, previous year comparisons, we have a chance, the moment, the challenge, right here today, that on June 30th, at the end of business on Monday evening, we can be in the black. We will have repaired our ship, and we are ready to steam on into a glorious future. The same could be said for all of us. This moment is ours, and the response from our audience and our Claflin Hill family over the last 3 months has only cemented, in my mind, the importance that this thing of ours really has to our community. The response of people that suddenly were woken up to the fact that more help needs to be given, and we all need to do this together. In the end, it's about communities of people, of citizens that build things. And it's up to us to effect a better future from here on out. I'm looking forward to an amazing 26th season of Claflin Hill. But first, we are going to have an awesome 30th season of Family Night the Bandstand and all the concerts we do throughout the region this summer. The band already sounds amazing, and we're ready to celebrate and move on into the future. Thank you all for all of your support this year. These email blasts that we've been sending out have shown us the amazing scope of what we've done. I've enjoyed reading them to myself, and I was there. Some of them I almost had forgotten about. There always has to be a Rafiki who keeps telling the story. We are dedicated to heritage and preservation. Gustav Mahler said, "Heritage is not the celebration of ashes, but the continuation of the fire." Thank you. God bless you all. Happy anniversary to our great country and to Claflin Hill. And I'm going to see you in the parks this summer. We are going to have a blast. Have a great weekend.